Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the brand new episode of Lost Judgment, episode 15, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 16. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm trying to at least keep you updated with what is happening and being, posted here with the story and everything that's been happening in this crazy Lost Judgment world. We are pretty close to end the game because we are at the last chapter right now called The Darkest Before the Dawn, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I'm correct. Yes. So now, guys, we're gonna go here, and I think now our next goal is we are back at Yokohama, and we are trying to make a plan to basically tackle Soma, to kill him, and everything else. If you haven't watched the previous episode, please go watch it because it's crucial for the last chapter. Because here we found Soma, we found that Kuwana is still in the town. He's still there. He's still doing his shitty things. He has a hideout, but he got seen. And even the craziest thing is that the kid from who jumped off the roof 20 years ago is basically now waking up from coma. So he's not in coma anymore now. He's just awake. He's doing his stuff. So he's back in the game. Also, guys, I had a thought in my head that we have these side quests, and it's a bunch of these side quests. I think I did some also, but there's also a bunch of them that I haven't, because there's 42 of them. And then we also have the school stories and some dates. I guess it's only one. I'm not quite sure who it is. I thought it was gonna be Sava Sensei, but because she's now dead, and I guess when you finish the story, she's not gonna be magically just awakened from the death. I guess we can't really go on a date with her, but I guess there's some other girls who are gonna be available, probably in school or on the job. I'm not quite sure, but my whole idea here was basically that we can go and do live streams. So we can do Lost Judgment live streams, maybe over the weekends, and then over the work days we're gonna have a couple of new games that are gonna come out in the May, and one really old game, but it was brought to me from my special person. So I even finished the game off camera, but I think, and I'm not quite sure, I think we recorded the pre-sequel of this game on my YouTube channel, but I'm not quite sure. I think that's the case. I might be completely wrong, but I think I did it in like 2023, which is like 3 years ago, or there was my other YouTube channel. I'm not quite sure, but I think I did. And this game is a sequel to that game. So and then the sequel to this game that I'm planning to record, that was a gift from a really special person, is gonna have a sequel, I think next year or this year, somewhere at the end. I'm not quite sure still, but I guess there's rumors, and I'm gonna give you a hint. So the sequel to this game, his whole story is happening in Egypt or some like sandy type of shit, so I guess it's Egypt, but that's the whole idea. And I think that's rumors, or the game is actually in the making. I'm not quite sure, but I heard that this new game, and it's a huge franchise that's been going on from PS2, could be in the Egypt. So I can't wait to see you guys play me that, because for the first time I got it on my PS5, everything is going crazy. So I can't wait to just put it on the YouTube and for you guys to watch it and kill the serial. I guess you will like it for sure. It is different from what we usually do. It's more like, spies, murders, detective type shit. This is like, oh, my microphone is dead. This is like pure rage quit shit. So this is more like a introduction to the new serial, because Lost Judgment is gonna be over. But I still don't want this to be over completely, because the whole ass thing just gave us like, I guess, 40 to 50,000 views overall on the YouTube. So I just want it to be still alive on the YouTube scene, and be just possible, and not just end it like, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, let's go. What the heck? Let's go here. Yokohama 99. Yes, sir. Okay, let's proceed to the Yokohama 99. And let's see what the fuck is happening on the second floor, and see how we're gonna tackle Soma, because I have no idea.
Back already, Yagamishi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh yeah, that was something else.
Else I gotta say, yeah.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest detective never fails to impress.
Doc, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that RK is
Yeah, for fuck's sake, man.
Soon as
RK is all over the place.
they're gonna make their move.
Kuwana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro EHARA? Kawana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to EHARA.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly.
Not handing it over to EHARA till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Fair enough.
Yagamishi, what's the status of EHARA's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kuwana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in the shithouse, right?
Right. If Kuwana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kuwana. And I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
I mean, he will, but the key problem that they don't know is that, I mean, Yagami knows that her son is awakened, but she wants to put Kuwana under the fire with the public security, and she's working with them now, which is the craziest thing, because at the start, she was followed. Now, she's working with them, so it's a whole ass another move, and they want Kuwana dead because Reiko Kusumoto is gonna, put Kuwana in the fucking fire, and she is gonna be accomplice, yeah, for sure, but still, Kuwana is the main target, and the public security, as they are the best in the freaking country, are just gonna go there and kill him and call it an accident. So that's gonna be just easy peasy lemon squeezy for them.
Gonna head to EHARA's trial and back up Saori-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagamishi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kuwana and Nijincho? I need to go over EHARA's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
Let's go.
To Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on.
Time to prep for Asara's appeal in Kamurocho. I can't let Saori-san do this alone, which makes sense, so I need to help her. So I need to go to Jenda's law office, which is completely in a different city, which is Kamurocho. So we're not gonna be staying in Jincho, because we need to go to the different whole ass city, because the appeal is crazy thing, and our goal is to basically show the entire world what the fuck is happening in that case, and that appeal is all just fake. So let me go to Kamurocho. Genda's law office. Genda, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, he's far, bro. Here is good, it's good, I guess. Then bump here. Okay, perfect. Let's see what's up with them, boys. What the heck is their plan for this whole story? Guys, I'm super sick. I'm sorry for snorting all the fucking time, but I'm just dying right now.
Oh, looks like we've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with EHARA-san.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
But what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time. But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
Right, the judge said they wouldn't allow internet videos of unknown origin in court, which kind of makes sense. Also, guys, I want to apologize for all these pauses in the just mid-freaking recording because I'm so sick and I can't control my nose and I'm just always snoring and like coughing. So I'm trying to cut it out as much as possible so it's not visible. But if it does come to light that you can see that's visible, I just apologize. But I don't want you guys to wait another like 5, 10, 15 days for me to get back well. So I'm just trying to, record as much as possible. And then these moments where I'm just not able to do it, then I just cut it out. And it kind of looks normal and it kind of looks cool. So I hope you guys don't see it. But from time to time, just the scenes are going to be cut. So I just apologize in the future for it. So yeah.
Basically, we need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
It's
So your
really
plan is to
hard,
meet
bro.
with EHARA and just ask him?
I know it's a long shot, but yes.
I'd like to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking
Fucking out.
I prefer if you address me as Hoshino-sensei.
mouth on this kid.
Yahara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out of him. Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Yeah, but
Sounds good.
the key problem is
Look after Saori for me, would you?
Sure, but Mafuyu, should you even be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect Prosecutor Takano to hear all about it.
Guess we better
watch ourselves. Yeah,
I
for
still
sure.
have some preparations to make. Yagami-san, why don't you go kill some time? I'll call you as soon as I'm ready. It shouldn't take long.
Okay.
Sure thing.
The key problem is
I'm going to try to get
a
in touch with Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with
Oh, that's a good
Higashi-san will
one.
be there to help.
That's a good one. Kill some time till Saori's ready to go. Okay, let's kill some time until I just love this place because I can just jump through the window, right? Hell yeah, that's like coolest thing you can do. That's fucking dope. Already?
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
In Kamurocho, how about I take a cab and pick you up?
If you please. I'll be waiting.
Bro, I just escaped the fucking office. You're calling me in a matter of seconds. I haven't done anything with killing time in Kamurocho, bro. I haven't done a single shit. You just call me like, hey Yagami, I'm ready to go. I can just, let's kill some time. Let me go to the detention center. The key thing that I was kinda, oh damn, what the fucking bitch this guy is. The key problem that I had in my mind was, is EHARA willing to talk to us at all? Because the last time he said like, I don't want to meet you again, and then we kinda convinced him to do the appeal because it just makes sense for him to go there. But overall, saying like it is, oh, they have freaking swords, bro. But overall, he's not willing to talk much, and I don't think that's gonna, happen. But his wife is a good idea to go that way, because that could like actually help. Maybe a bit help, not a lot, but just maybe she knows some details that we don't know, and maybe she's willing to sell him out, which I doubt, to be honest, because it's his wife. But long story short, maybe he just goes crazy and says like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna say this. EHARA is such a douchebag, he killed this fucking student. And the key problem is that the video is zero evidence. He's just playing with the fucking system. Such a smart guy. That's the biggest problem. Now we're gonna go talk to him and see what the fuck happens here. Maybe, just maybe, he actually opens up, and we can do good that way. Or maybe he just doesn't give a fuck and he doesn't say shit, which could also happen. So, you know, it's two-edged sword, but it's worth the shot because we don't have much to lose long term, you know. Soma is still there, Soma is still a piece of shit. I fucking hate him, you know. He's still asshole.
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Damn!
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba. There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Excellent. In the end, they'll lock me up for battery, and I'll get away with murder.
Yeah. We know all about what you and Kwana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly. The public must know that the law can't be trusted.
Damn!
I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already?
Not a bad reaction from EHARA. Maybe there really is some hard evidence of Mikoshiba's murder, which is true, but his whole idea is to mock the system, and then when he's done with his trial and when he's done with his prison time, when he gets out, he's gonna prove that he was a killer and then the law can't be trusted. But is he gonna give us evidence in the key moment, which is now? I don't think so, but we can still try.
Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
That makes sense.
Over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, EHARA-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
What kind of material evidence, if there even is any, could EHARA be hiding? I mean, maybe pictures, maybe videos, maybe... I don't know. Maybe some part of the body from a fucking teacher. I mean, even pictures and videos wouldn't really be convincing because, like, it could be artificial or something like that. But there is some, because he's saying handing it over. So there is evidence that he actually killed him, but he wants to mock the system. So maybe I can pull my card out with... what Kwana gave me a picture of his son in a freaking necklace, but I guess that's at my colleague examining the necklace, so I'm not quite sure if I still have it, but I don't think EHARA is going to give us any evidence. He kept part of the corpse, he still has the murder weapon, he left a calling card on the body. I think he kept part of the corpse because he still has the murder weapon. Could work. Part of the course also looks kind of normal, right? But I think the murder weapon, we saw the knife that he killed him with, so I guess it's the corpse.
Maybe it's a piece of Mikoshiba's body. Would you hide something like that?
Well, was he missing any body parts?
Not really.
Nothing indicated as such.
Maybe it wasn't a missing body part. Could be as simple as some hair.
Even if it was, that would hardly constitute evidence.
True,
of Mikoshiba's
true.
murder. Hair could have come from anywhere or anyone. That's the extent of what you could prove.
I suppose that's true.
What kind of material? Maybe murder weapon.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still had...
Oh, right. I fucking forgot about it.
Yet it appears in the footage without a doubt as to what it is.
It's a knife.
If it wasn't found at the murder scene, it's highly likely the suspect or an accomplice took it with them.
Right.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it. You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Well, look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba and Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station. You had accomplices with you.
And if that's the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Nice, yeah.
So, that's about as far as I've thought this out.
If that's it, then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, EHARA-san. Public security found out about him.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
Damn.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I? Well, he's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
Damn.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial. Burying him will be the least they do.
Oh, fucking hell, bro.
What's going on?
You remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grab the tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security.
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, EHARA-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court.
Oh.
The system can die. It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions. When this started, we knew it could end up costing our lives.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
Damn. Fucking hell. We can't really do much though.
Do you remember my original request? To look into both EHARA incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? EHARA-san's trial. I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him.
Ooh.
It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
Sure about that? You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
Since they know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in. You never know when something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Damn.
You do?
Maybe they're gonna go on a date. You know, maybe they're gonna have a fun time. Fucking hell. Crazy, crazy. Well, Akara-san is looking for Kawana and Jincho. Is there anything left to do before I go back? Warning, things are going to get pretty intense from here on out, so if there's anything you still want to do in Kamurocho, now is the time. You may want to save the game too. Know that you're in for the long haul, so you'll still be able to save along the way, but you may want to separate saves and for writing anything prior to this point when I started the finale. There's no going back. Oh my god, so game is telling me that this is now finale. This is now the finals, and we need to save the game before going further. That's what's up, bro. Make preparations and head to Jincho, because now it's the end, boys. final chapter, Darkest Before the Dawn. Guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. I know it's the shortest episode so far, probably, but just can't go further for my health. You know, my health is, you know, fucking me over. I always need to, like, you know, snore. I can't even cough on the fucking microphone and videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just a little quick so you guys can keep. I hope I'm gonna be able to record tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. So next week you should have a bunch of episodes ready and just publish them. And soon as I get better, I promise you guys, I'm gonna record 3 episodes in one sitting and just publish them all, like, in days after days, so day after day. So thank you so much for the support, love, and just happiness. If you haven't clicked the sub button, please go and click it. And if you haven't liked the episode, please go and like it, because this is not really cooking. EHARA gave us a little evidence of just murder weapon that I totally forgot was never found, which is one of the key parts or the key puzzle style or big picture. So we need to find that murder weapon, because EHARA has a really crazy plan and he doesn't care about Kuwana. He knows that he is on his own, and he knew that it's putting his life on the line for this, but I guess his whole life lost the purpose when his son basically hung himself up in the toilet. So thank you so much for the love, support, just happiness, guys. See you in the next one, probably tomorrow. I appreciate you a lot, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode of Law Judgment episode. I don't even know what's the count. Bye bye, guys. Have a nice day. Peace out.